Hello. I am filming this bit a second time because I didn't press the play button because I'm an idiot. Don't know who let me do recording because they shouldn't. I'm a disaster. I'm a full mess. We're not going to talk about it. So today I have a build on like student accommodation, and I'm hoping you like how it turns out. So in England, generally in first year you live in like dorms, not kind of American dorms. Generally you have your own bedroom, you don't share. And in second year, third year, fourth year, and any other years of uni you have, generally you only have 3, but I've got 4 because of my course, and some people have longer if they do things like medicine or vet med. And then you will move out and live with your friends and arrange your own housing or flats. So where I go to university, which is Edinburgh, generally you live in flats just because there's not really many houses, but a lot of my friends live in houses where they go. But yeah, so I kind of built this townhousey kind of thing. It's not really a townhouse because it's not attached to any other houses, but it's that kind of Englishy home, and I fiddle with the roof a lot. So also, if I repeat myself, it's because this is being recorded in the wrong order, so I've got like the end half and not the beginning half, and I can't remember what order I spoke about everything in. But yeah, basically I kind of hybrided the whole American idea with the English idea of accommodation in order to try and make a nice accommodation, I guess. So it's kind of this idea of living with your friends in a house that you find yourself, but also a lot of these rooms are shared. So I do 2 double rooms, 2 single rooms, no, 3 single rooms, and a room with a double bed, which could either be for a couple or just one sim who wants a double bed. I basically prioritised the fact that I wanted to have like a variety of bedrooms going on. So this house actually only fits 9 sims, but again, if you wanted to change any of the rooms, you could change it so that it fits 10 sims if you wanted to have the max amount. But 9 is what I've got it as, because variety of rooms, and that's just how it panned out. The idea was that like the left side of the house is kind of how it was meant to be, and the right side, this is on the downstairs specifically, was kind of changed a bit. So like one part was made into a bedroom, and then there was an extension added onto the left, which I haven't done yet, but you'll see me do it. That was so I could add another bedroom in. And then sorry, my face is really itchy. I think there's fur floating around because of the rabbits. But yeah, and then the upstairs is like, the idea is that it was just completely redone. So the only bit that's like maybe the same as the hallway, but they just kind of converted the whole of upstairs into like bedrooms and Jack and Jill bathrooms, which again aren't really a thing in England. I don't know, some places have Jack and Jill bathrooms, but they're not like that common. But I think they're more common in America, and it makes sense for student accommodation. So there's kind of like a bathroom per 3 people. And the same for downstairs, but the downstairs one is obviously also for people to use downstairs, so it's not a Jack and Jill one. It's just open for any of the sims to use, but it's next to the bedrooms of the 2 sims that live there, I think, like live on the downstairs. But anyone can use that, whereas the Jack and Jill ones are connected to bedrooms upstairs. So yeah, I can't remember if I put in a shower. I think I put in a shower rather than a shower bath combo, but we'll find out. Yeah, I really like how this turned out. I particularly like the kitchen. That's my favourite part. Obviously I couldn't add a stove. Realistically, in this style of house, and also in England, you would have like a stove in this kind of place, but I thought, what you gonna do? I'll keep it so that it fits in with the actual game requirements. But obviously if you wanted to download a mod or something, you could add in a stove, and that's not too bad. I'm hoping I get this voiceover done before our friends get here, because they don't know I do YouTube and I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I kind of made that little room with the juice pong table as like a, what do you call it, just like a dump room basically. And then this one's quite old fashioned. I add the archive computer in here, which I haven't actually used yet. So I've been playing like university in my own time as well as for my Let's Play, but I've just had a sim graduate in my own time, which I got through pretty quick just because I think I play on triple speed constantly. But she also got pregnant during uni. I think like second year probably. Might have been third, but I think it was second. So yeah, she did pretty well. She got an A+. I was very impressed with her because she was also having a baby at that time and like started raising a baby in her last year. It was crazy. I could never. I can just about do uni now, and I'm not getting an A+, and I am definitely not raising a baby. Yeah. And you'll see me fiddle with this roof. I think it ends up pretty much like this because I wanted the roof to fit in with the surrounding area, and it was really, really, really hard to do because this building is so square. I do end up making that top bit square like it is now, and I think it stays that way. But yeah, this roof is so square that I couldn't just do like a normal gabled roof like I would do. And like the surrounding ones do. So then I tried to do something like the dorms do, and then I had to fiddle around for ages because it just wasn't working. So it ends up staying like this. I don't know if that's the best way it could look. Roofing is not my strong point, as you can probably tell from any of my builds, especially from how long I take on them. But I think that little window that I added in made it look a little bit less dumb, so it's fine. The roof isn't the priority. The inside is, I guess, maybe. I guess it's easy enough to re-roof if you know how to roof better than me, which I'm sure anyone does. Someone teach me how to roof. I have watched all of Little Simsy's like Builder's Bible videos ages ago on how to roof. Still can't do it. Cannot. I've watched them all, but the roofing one I've watched so many times. Just can't roof. It's not something I can do. I do not know how to do it. And it's only just dawned on me that I'm not sure, is the floor meant to be that colour? Like the terrain? Should I have changed it? I don't know. But then I guess if I changed it, then if I can change it, if I had, then it wouldn't blend in with that little bit out the front, like this off lot. So I guess, doesn't make sense? I don't know. I think that's the colour scheme. This pretty much stays as well. Like this kind of black roof, dark brick. I do like the brick that came with university. I don't really like the stone. Or I'm not sure if it's I don't like the stone, but I can't find a way to use that stone. So tell a lie, because I have seen some other people using it. I think maybe Evelyn Sims used it and it looked really nice. Me using it looked a mess. Could not figure it out. I don't know if this house is too big for it. I don't know. But I didn't like it, so I used the brick that's on there now. And it looks nice, I think. It's quite a dark building. I changed the front door colour to brown because I think the white was a little bit obnoxious with the Strangerville door. So what are you gonna do? I'm hoping all this commentary makes sense because I don't know what I say after the point where I like cut it and then realised but it wasn't recording. Oh, honestly, I can't believe I did that. Oh, it's such a nightmare. I need to remember to double check. Like, just check, Billy. It will save you like 15 minutes of work, which is like, doesn't sound like very much, but when you've been talking for 15 minutes and the total thing is talking for half an hour and you can't remember what you spoke about for the first 15 minutes or the last 15 minutes. So, New Year's soon. I did not complete my New Year's resolutions for the year, but that's not a surprise because I set way too many. So next year, we're going to be setting a lot less. And one of the ones there's only one that I'm kind of annoyed about not completing, and it's reading 52 books. But I've read 31. I should be able to read a few more before the end. If I really tried, I could get to 52 because I'm off uni, so I could read a book a day, basically. But I don't know if I really want to do that, is the other thing. Like, I want to read when I enjoy reading. I guess that's a problem sometimes with New Year's resolutions, is you make everything into a chore rather than something you enjoy. So yeah, I don't know. We'll find out if I read any more. I guess 31 is still a good thing because I think last year I set 12 and I read 24. This year I set 52 and I read 31. So that's pretty good still. And I quite enjoyed that. I don't know. I reread some books. I had some new books that, not a whole lot, probably should have read some more new books. And I've been interrupted again, and there's people here, so if I suddenly get really, really quiet, it's because I'm awkward. Yeah, so there's a kind of sporty bedroom. I don't remember if I spoke about those rooms, so I'm going to do it quickly in case I did in the second part. But I do like a sporty bedroom, an arty bedroom, one that's got a little bit of law stuff, one that's like a gamer bedroom, one that's like half messy, half tidy. I think that's in the law one. And then one that's kind of blank, and then the other one is quite blank as well, but it's got like a psychology textbook, because I wanted it to be easy to like input a sim if you wanted to. So yeah, I really can't remember what I've spoken about. I'm very sorry for this. And I'm really uncomfortable because I know there's like 5 people downstairs. So there is 4 very cute bunnies in this room, and I wish I could show you, but they hate being picked up. But there is 2 laying right behind me, looking very, very sweet and innocent, which is not how they are, because one of them was digging at the carpet not long ago. My boyfriend got a cat not long ago, and I've really taken to this cat, and I keep saying I haven't, but I love this cat, and I was terrified of cats before, but it's so cute. Like, he's so sweet. I love him. I hate his claws though. I hate them, because he just like gets them out all the time. I'm like, you need to chill out. You need to sit down. You need to stop, because you don't need those out. Yeah, this is the sporty bedroom, I'm sure you can tell. I kind of imagine it as a boy's bedroom, but to be honest, it could be a girl's bedroom. It's pretty yellow, and then that's what the thing was making me like go, maybe it's quite a feminine room. I'm not sure, because I kind of wanted to make the arty one yellow, but then there wasn't really like the bed sheets for it, so I ended up doing like the Go Team kind of bedroom. I can't even remember what's it, Britechester? I think this is a Britechester one. I was having a tough time remembering whose mascot was whose when I was doing. Don't you think the lobster mascot's really weird? Like a lobster and a dragon. Who, why, and how did they come up with those 2 different ones? Because I don't know. You know? Also, there is some very loud drinking going on behind me, but I'm just glad it's not out of the water bottle, because earlier when I started recording, or was about to start recording, the footage that I lost, one of the rabbits was like drinking from her water bottle, and I was like, because it proper slams on the cage. Speaking of which, I've dismantled some of the cage so I have more floor space again, and it's glorious. And this is my new chair, and it's really comfortable, and I really like it. And it's got a vibrating weird back cushion thing, and it's really weird, but also my rabbit chewed 2 parts of it, so I had to re-put it together because I'm an idiot. And I've had rabbits for 4 years now and haven't learned I can't leave wires dangling. So what are you going to do? I guess fix your wires when they get eaten. The worst ones for them to eat is my laptop wires, because my old ones used to cost £70 or something, and I had to buy 2 new ones because they were basically all attached. You'd have to replace the whole thing if one part got eaten. I mean, there was a certain bit, but like the thin bit, which is always the bit they ate, you'd have to replace the whole thing from the box to the thin bit, and I was like, whereas now it's a little bit easier and they've stopped eating them, so. But yeah, that's the worst damage they've done, is those wires. And they're never plugged in, so like, I mean, they are plugged in, but I never leave them plugged in. So they've never like chewed on them and hurt themselves. They just hurt my purse. And they hurt my purse whenever they need the vet. Because they got in a fight once. I had to take one of them to the vet. I had to have his eye stitched. That cost £300 for 1 stitch. Or it's like 2 stitches or something. It's extortionate. They rip you off, I swear to God. Yeah. So you'll see I add like a dividing wall in here and like in all the double rooms, because I just needed some more space. I do think this works well. I don't know. I feel like dividing walls are good. I need to use half walls more. I would like to use them more in like bedrooms and stuff, or like just in my builds in general, because again, they work pretty nicely. So that is definitely a thing that I should do, and I think I might start trying to do that more. I keep trying to experiment a little bit more with like how to make things look cool and unique, but I don't know. We've kind of been getting there. That's what I do downstairs with this little shelving book unit thing. I can't remember how I end up doing it. I think I just put like cupboards and then like a shelf on the top and then like cushions, because the idea is I wanted it to be like a window seat. I mean, it won't be functional, but at least it'll look like you can sit there, because I wasn't really sure what else to do with it, and the window seats wouldn't actually fit there. I wish there was more window seats in this game, but there's not. But my dream in life is to have a window seat in real life, so I guess that's what I'm going to aim for in my future. Pink front door and reading area. Sorry about that. I got not yelled at, but my mum asked me if I could listen out for a parcel. Yeah, so I kind of put like a little dividing wall in the middle of these rooms because I wanted basically more space to fit in more furniture, and by putting that wall in, it gave me that opportunity to be able to do that. I didn't want to put the desk in the double rooms in front of that window because I thought there'd be like fights over who got the one in front of the window, because that is the one that I would want if it was me. But in the single room, I just put it there. The single rooms are definitely more spacious. I kind of, as I said, gave them a little bit of personality. So one of the bedrooms, single rooms, that one's quite arty. That'd probably be like my bedroom. But honestly, I would need a double bed. So probably not. And then the other one is like sporty. This one side's quite tidy, and I think was it like law, I think, kind of, there's not a whole lot, but it's like quite neat. And then the other side is really messy, and I don't think I really made it subject specific. And then in the other like kind of more feminine bedroom that's like pink and white and then just plain white, one side I think I kind of left plain because it's like, oh, you could move your sim in there easily and just like fully customize it. And then the other one is I think also quite plain, but I put like some little accessories down and like a psychology textbook, because I kind of wanted it to have a little bit of personality but not too much, because I kind of wanted it like to have a room where it's easy for your sim to just move in. Obviously they can move into any room, like any sim anyone plays with, but I deliberately made it so that there was a couple of spaces where it's like not as packed, so it's just like easy to move in and just kind of add your own stuff without having to like fiddle around with anything. And then the downstairs one, I think kind of I made quite computery. It's like a triple monitor setup kind of thing. Yeah, I think I go in and add some windows down here as well if you're worried about my lack of windows. I do go in and sort that kind of stuff out after. But I was just trying to figure out, because this is the bit where it's like in the extension, because they wanted to like maximise the rent from students. So I'm not sure how many beds is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 upstairs, 2 downstairs and 1 more downstairs. What's that? There's 9. So it's almost the maximum, and you could always turn that one downstairs, like you could turn this one into a double. Is that right? 1, 2, 3... 7. Yeah, it is right. Yeah, you could either turn like the double bed one into a room for 2 sims, or you could have this one as a small room for 2 sims, or you could make any of the single rooms like basically for 2 sims. I probably wouldn't turn this one because it's quite small, but the 2 upstairs are pretty much the same size as the 2 double ones. So either of those could be easily turned into room for 2 sims if you wanted the maximum of 10 sims. But I more did it because I wanted a variety of rooms rather than a max number. I did want like most of the sims that you could fit, but again, I couldn't do everything without making everything a bit bigger, so I just wanted a variety. So you had an option of like maybe having a couple, or just having a sim who wants a double bed, and it also gives another place to woohoo, because I think I put the showers in, if I remember. I don't know, it might have been a shower bath combo, and I don't know if they work or not like that, but there is a bed, so there's a place to woohoo if you need to. Or you can change the shower bath combo. I'm not sure. I'm having a hard time thinking if I put in a shower tub combo or just a shower, and I haven't been paying enough attention to this footage to see. Yeah, and I just kind of made this little back room, because I imagined kind of like in the original build, this side of the house would have been like the other side, but obviously part of it's been converted into a bedroom and the other parts I had an extension added on. So I kind of made it so that there's like a juice pong table, and it's just like a little bit cluttery. The kitchen's like deliberately a bit grimy looking, and there's like pans in the sink because like students don't wash up, I guess. I wash up all the time. I'm a constant washer up. I just can't stand it. I can't stand leaving stuff. And yeah, I made this room quite like traditional and put bookcases in. I do actually take one of those bookcases out because I do end up adding a garden, because there's a load of space to the currently, like if you're looking to walk through the front door on the right of the house, but I shift the house over, and so on the left of the house I had a garden, so one of those bookcases goes so that I can add a door out to it. And I just put like a bonfire there, a couple of picnic tables, because I just thought just like a couple of things for the students to kind of like hang out as friends. And I think I used the walls that come with debug, which they're really pretty, and I add some of the debug ivy, both are like from university, so they fit in with the world. And I just kind of wanted to use a lot of the university stuff if I could. I do use some other packs, but I think mainly because like I think the wallpaper in here is jungle adventure, and the wall, like the tile, is vampires, I think. But and obviously there's like washing machines and stuff, but I think honestly if you didn't have like a lot of packs, most of the other packs that I've used are just like cluttery things. For instance, like in the sink, the pans are from Dine Out, and like the condiments and stuff like that. But it's like things aren't really vital. I mean, there probably is some like necessary furniture, kind of like sofas or whatever, that might be from a stuff pack or an expansion pack or whatever. But mainly the stuff is either base game or university. So I think other than just like cluttery items, if you didn't have those packs, it wouldn't make that much of a difference. And again, there's only like 1 or 2 wallpapers that would need changing, or floors. So it's pretty like versatile kind of house, I guess. So it should be pretty easy to put into your game if you don't have any or don't have many packs, as long as obviously you have university, because most of it is university furniture. Yeah, I really need to start uploading things to the gallery. I've got a load of builds like backlogged basically where I've not uploaded them, so I'm going to do that when I get back on Saturday, or I'll do it on Sunday, because I basically just haven't done it. Not because, well, I mean a little bit because I'm lazy, but it's because when I go to upload stuff, it always says it's got custom content in it, even if it doesn't. So I have to like turn my custom content off and then go back into the game and then upload it. It's just a little bit inconvenient to do when you're like in a rush. And recently, where I've been at university, when I've been doing builds, I've been like a little bit in the rush because they always take me longer than I expect them to. And then I'm like, okay, great, cool. So yeah, you know, what are you gonna do? So yeah, I'm hoping that I'll finish this voiceover soon, because we have friends coming here so that my boyfriend can drive us all to Surrey, and none of them know I have a YouTube channel, and I'm not ready for any of them to know I have a YouTube channel yet. So hopefully they don't get here before I finish this voiceover, and hopefully my mum doesn't shout at me again. She keeps like shouting stuff down the stairs, and I'm like, oh my god, mum, I'm filming, I can't. But yeah, I've also got like a video exporting. I wanted it to be done before I finish this, like before I go, so that I could upload it, but it looks like it's not going to be done, and I'm not sure what to do about it, so that's kind of stressing me out. But yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah, so this is just where I go in and kind of make the little garden. It's really sweet. I like it a lot. It's not got a lot going on because I wanted it to be a little bit wild kind of thing. Because I was like, right, students aren't taking care of this garden, and from the sound of the people, oh yeah, I put like a fence around it so you can't just like walk into it, but you can't see it because it's like one of those low ones. But yeah, I was like, and the people who own this house, they just want student rent, so they're not like taking massive care with this house. They just want it to stay in like relatively nice condition, and that's all. And I put like a couple of bikes in the garden because I was like, ah yes, students, bikes. And also I really like that the bikes lean, because there was a bit of custom content that I had in the house for a while, like outside one of my houses, just because it looked nice, of like bikes that lean. I don't know how to say that word, but yeah. And so I can replace that custom content now with the real ones, and they're functional. How exciting. I don't know if this door fit that well, but I did try and put the university one, and then I just ended up changing the colour of the other one to like brown, and it fit in better. I can't wait to build my Sims dream house, because honestly, that door has a pink swatch, and if you knew me, you would know, or specifically if you're my boyfriend, you would know that my obsession is with pink front doors. I want a house with pink front doors, with a pink front door, not front doors. I don't know where I'm getting like 10 front doors from. I'm obsessed with it. It's my dream, and I'm going to be very upset if I don't have a house with a pink front door. And I know my mum, I said this to my mum one day, and she thought I meant like I wouldn't move into a house unless it had a pink front door. And she was like, you know, you can paint it. I was like, yes, I know I can paint it. That is not what I meant. But yeah, so I want a pink front door, but that also means that I am going to have to get a house that's got like grey brick or something. Also, you'll see me here playing around with the wall height because I wanted to add those, what they're called, like freezes or something. But they looked best on the tall wall height. But the tall wall height made the stairs look ridiculous. I hate the tall. Whose idea was the wall height thing? Because there's just not enough doors and windows and stuff. And then there's just too much space. And I very rarely see anyone make like really tall houses look good. And it's really upsetting. I don't know. I definitely can't make them look good. I've seen someone like Facebook groups of people who've made them look really good. I'm not one of those. I have not managed to make them look good yet. And so I wasn't about to start today. But I think I ended up using like the medium ones. I can't remember if I used a medium on both floors or just one. I have these pillars going on, which you'll see me put back in because when I added the freezes or something, they disappeared. Because they cut them in half. So then I had to add like top ones. But yeah, and then I had like moss around, ivy around. But basically, I was like, I don't know what ivy to use because I was being really dumb and couldn't figure out like where the placement was for all of that stuff. So it was really annoying. But I really like the freezers and I kept them because I think I might have put a smaller one on. I can't remember, honestly. Do I keep this one? We'll find out. But yeah, I think it added more like personality. I couldn't add it to the top of the house because of that little thing I made. But yeah, it added some more layer to that. I don't know what to call it, like depth. I don't know, it made the house look more interesting, more character. That's what we're going to go with. Yeah, it's quite a cute little house. I quite like it, even though it is very, very square. I did use a university door in the end on the outside. Oh, I know what pack you'll probably need for this. Strangerville. Because I use a lot of the like kind of doors and stuff and archways. But if you don't have Strangerville, you can obviously just change the doors or whatever. So that's what I used. I really like the furniture that, like, not the furniture, but the doors and walls and things that came with that pack. I find that I use them a lot, and I really love the stained glass, which has got the pink swatch that I'm obsessed with, and I can't wait to use that at some point. I have tried to make my dream house in The Sims before. It was really hard, and then I gave up. So we're going to attempt it again, probably at some point while I'm off uni, because I've got lots of time, hopefully. So yeah, and then you'll just see me add in some trees and stuff to make it look like it fits in a little bit more. Since I've started taking landscaping like as a big stress and really serious, it's got a little bit easier and I think it looks more natural because I'm not thinking about it as much. But yeah, this video is about to finish, so I hope you enjoyed my speed build and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.